Good morning, YouTube. Halloween Hunter's back at it on this trailer that we were working on a couple weeks ago. Went and picked up the wood planks today. These are 2-inch thick by 12-inch wide by 8 feet long. And as you see, we have a little bit of a gap here, about 2 inches. So I'm gonna get a 1x1 piece to stick on each end to kind of help it look a little nicer and more even. So although it's an 8-foot trailer, these pieces are a little over. See, they need to go to about that line. They're hanging over. So we're gonna have to cut these down a little bit. We're gonna give them a quick sand, and then we're going to stain them with some like deck sealer, waterproof stain and sealer. I'm not gonna do the old used motor oil trick and diesel mix trick, just because I liked that color, and I think it'll look good with the black frame. So I need to take some measurements, cut these, and then grab the sander. We're gonna sand these down and get going. But this is the plan. We're gonna get these all prepped, sanded, and stained first. That way they have time to dry. While they're drying, I'm going to do the electrical and fix the front jack. I got to put the washers on. So while these are drying, I'll do the other stuff, and then by the time these will be done drying, everything else will be ready. We put it together and give it a nice little wash, because literally a day later it was just covered in dust. But it's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm gonna be finishing it today. All right, so we've been getting random rain. It started drizzling, not bad, but it's like overcast, but it's like 90 degrees out. Started the drizzle. So I cut this part out, cut the 2 welds they had, cut it, so I can fit the wood in, slide it in each way, and then we'll weld that back on later. Here's the wood. They're all cut to length and sanded. So I'm about to stain them. Then I'm going to leave those to dry while we cut out all this wiring and rewire this thing. I'm super excited. This thing's going to look sick. It's freaking hot out here, man. It's 90 degrees. So we're going to take the old tail lights out. Well, that's great. Well, that's great. The dang bolt that's supposed to be held on the other side is not being held. That makes my life so much easier. This is a horrible design. So I'm like crazy out here. Let's see what happens on the other side. Probably same shit. actually came out the way it's supposed to. Great, bro. So what's happening is the nut is old and a little rusty, so it's stuck to the bolt. And the bolt on the inside is just a pan head. No Phillips, no flat, hex, nothing. And the bracket that's supposed to have the square to hold it is not doing anything. Just spinning. So I don't know how we're gonna get this now. Horrible design, dude. What is this? Absolutely. Very, very confused right now. Oh, this is so bad. This is fucking stupid. Where did I put that flag? I'm gonna hit pause while I beat the shit out of this taillight. Cutoff wheel fixes everything. So we cut these bad boys off. These are trash. Fuck these things, bro. We get our cutters and we're gonna cut all this wiring. Trash. Pull these through. Of course I do electrical. And where's my good cutters at? I don't know. I use these ones. Alright, old harness gone. Get this out of the sun. Now the sun's coming in. Brand new LED taillight kit from the great people at Harbor Freight. 40 bucks, Harbor Freight taillight kit. I left the wiring diagram in the house, of course. Well, I found my tripod. I was able to get a little time lapse for you guys. Got the new taillights in, wired them with the little twist nuts. I prefer solder, but for now that's fine. This is for a way longer trailer. The wiring goes to like 20 feet or something. So got a lot of extra. Yeah, I don't know if I want to cut it shorter and solder it. It's way too hot for that right now. But the wiring, what's important is run through the middle, because that's hard to do while the planks are in. But the planks, oh, tripod falling down, are here. I got the 1x1s for the left and right. And it's pretty much ready. It's absorbed good enough to where I can handle it, put them in, and call it a day. And then I'll have to weld that part back on later, because the welder's at the house, trailer's down here. I don't feel like carrying the welder. I already brought a bunch of tools just to do the little I did. I had to cut the wood, the blower to clean the wood, they used to get the old things off, the new ones on, grinder, everything. So this heat is it's killing, man. And I want to start the Cadillac couch this weekend, hopefully, if I can get some square tube. I'd like to start that. But we got the new wiring in, that's all that's important. And there's enough slack where I could pull it forward if I need to, and obviously don't need it back because there's plenty here. But I want to hook it up to the truck and see how much extra I want on the front, and then I'll zip tie everything real nice. But I want to get this wood in and see how good it looks against the black paint. Alrighty guys, she is about 99% done. A couple little things, still a little bit of sap coming out of some of this wood here. So I ended up having to use this like 1-inch piece here and a 2-inch piece here, because I tried to use 2 of the 2-inch ones and it was they were too big. So I got a little 2-inch one there, a 1-inch one here. Still gotta put it, stain it, but yeah, it was a little bit of a pain. Whoever built the trailer originally, I think, put the wood in and then welded that whole bar on. So getting them to fit under there and then hammer them in, kind of as you saw. This one was the hardest one. This one was pretty tough, but the other ones that went that way really easily. It was going this way that took a while. And then I had to take them out to get the other piece out and put the 1x in there. But it looks great. It still needs a couple more coats of the stain, which I'll do later today. But I think I'll end the video here. I still need to clamp this wood down so it's nice and tight against the bottom, and then clamp these down and re-weld that piece on. It's not a big deal. I ended up having to cut a little more off. My measurements changed when the 2x changed, so I had to cut a little bit more off to get the last center one to fit. But it looks freaking awesome. I still need to clean up the wiring, weld those. I got to put the washers on the front, but that's about it. So I think I'm going to end the video here. I don't know if anyone cares to watch it, but you know, I thought, what the heck, I'm building or fixing up this old trailer and I might as well film it, right? What the heck, might as well. Still got to sandblast and paint the rims. I need to get new tires. This tire seems okay, but the other one's definitely bad. So at least one tire needs to be changed. And yeah, that's about it for this one. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of this trailer restoration here. Eventually I'll build the gate for the back, but that'll be a while because a lot of other projects I want to do first. So this is good enough for me to use for what I need. Nice and solid now. About 2 more coats of stain and she'll be good to go, nice and weatherproof, and be ready to go back to work. Help me on all my projects. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.